Have you ever pondered why your legs seem to lose strength as time passes, despite your efforts to maintain a healthy diet and stay active? You are not alone. Numerous older individuals hold the belief that every type of fruit is beneficial for health. Ultimately, they are a part of nature, aren't they? However, what many fail to discuss is the startling reality. Not every fruit is advantageous for older adults, particularly those beyond the age of 60. Some fruits might be quietly undermining your leg strength, leading to pain, inflammation, and even challenges in walking. The foods we consume have a direct impact on the well-being of our muscles, joints, nerves, and blood circulation, particularly in the legs. For seniors, choosing the right fruits can significantly impact their mobility, determining whether they experience a vibrant, active life or one overshadowed by pain, weakness, and reliance on others. It's time to reveal the 7 least favorable fruits that seniors should steer clear of and comprehend how they can negatively impact leg health. Before we get started, if you haven't subscribed yet, I suggest you click that button and activate the bell so you won't miss any health tips tailored just for you. If this video resonates with you, drop a 1 in the comments. If that's the case, please type 0 to share how I can enhance the content for you. 1. Pineapple, the quiet instigator of inflammation. A number of seniors hold the belief that pineapple serves as a healing fruit, frequently lauded for its enzyme bromelain, which is thought to aid in digestion and reduce inflammation. However, what many individuals over 60 may not realize is that this tropical fruit can subtly turn into a significant adversary for your legs, particularly with regular consumption. What lies beneath its sugary facade is a deeper reality. With the passage of time, our bodies tend to react more strongly to natural sugars and acidic substances, both of which are abundant in pineapple. The influx of these sugars into your system leads to spikes in blood sugar levels, which, over time, can harm the delicate blood vessels that supply nourishment to your legs. The essential conduits that maintain the strength of your calf muscles, the flexibility of your knees, and the stability of your feet. This discussion transcends mere calorie counting. It delves into the realm of inflammation and the way sugar and acids can ignite a tumultuous reaction within an aging body. What begins as a slight discomfort in your thighs or a subtle ache in your knees may appear innocuous. However, for numerous seniors, regular consumption of pineapple snacks can gradually lead to a persistent inflammatory condition, particularly in individuals who are already experiencing arthritis, joint stiffness, or inadequate circulation. Swelling in the ankles might become more pronounced, standing could feel more challenging, and your legs may tire more swiftly. And that's not merely the passage of time, it's a response. Additionally troubling, the bromelain found in pineapple has the potential to interact with medications frequently prescribed to older adults, such as blood thinners, which may exacerbate inflammation and lead to increased bruising or weakness in the legs. The initial impact may be understated, making it all the more perilous. You believe you're opting for a beneficial decision, yet you are inadvertently stoking the flames within your joints. So the next time you reach for a sweet slice of pineapple, consider whether this fruit is truly benefiting your body or if it might be hindering your progress. However, pineapple is merely the starting point. What if we revealed that one of the most beloved fruits, often praised for its muscle-friendly qualities, could be subtly sapping your strength with every bite? Let's discuss bananas. If you're still tuned in and appreciating these insights, please drop a number 1 in the comments to show your support. Next, we shall proceed to the second point. 2. Bananas, the muscle pretender. For many years, bananas have been celebrated as the ideal fruit for muscle support, particularly due to their rich potassium content. Numerous older adults rely on them as a regular part of their diet, a gentle, easily digestible treat that appears ideal for their changing bodies. What if I revealed that this well-known yellow fruit could be secretly weakening the strength you're striving to maintain? With age, the way our body handles sugar and starch undergoes transformation. Ripe bananas are rich in natural sugars and fast-acting carbohydrates, converting swiftly into glucose. When that sugar enters your bloodstream, it doesn't merely provide energy. It causes insulin surges, which gradually lead to insulin resistance, weight accumulation in the legs and abdomen, and, most concerning, diminished blood flow to your lower extremities. This results in diminished oxygen and nutrient supply to your leg muscles, leading to quicker fatigue, slower recovery, and a gradual decline in strength over time. It's possible that you'll observe a sensation of heaviness in your legs, particularly following meals. As you ascend the stairs, you might feel a certain tightness in your calves or an unusual ache creeping in. Initially, it may be understated, but it gradually intensifies, particularly if bananas feature in your everyday habits. In contrast to the vitality of youth, your mature body doesn't recover instantly. As time goes by, even seemingly wholesome options such as bananas can turn into quiet adversaries. It's quite concerning that bananas may lead to increased water retention in certain older adults, particularly those with heart issues. The fluid accumulates in the ankles and feet, resulting in swelling that renders movement painful and complicates balance. You're not merely fatigued, you're burdened. We've all heard that bananas provide us with strength, but perhaps we should consider whether that strength is genuine or merely a fleeting surge before the inevitable decline. And if bananas, once thought to be a harmless fruit, are subtly affecting your legs, consider the potential impact tiny grapes could have on your joints and feet. Let's examine this more closely. 3. Vines bearing clusters of succulent fruit. Small fruit, significant inflammatory effect. At first glance, grapes appear harmless, almost soothing. These delightful morsels are tender, easy to enjoy in one bite, and frequently linked to promoting heart wellness and a longer life. Numerous older adults store them on the countertop or in the refrigerator, believing they are opting for a light and nutritious option. Yet beneath that gentle exterior lurks a subtle danger, one that can gradually diminish your leg strength, mobility, and everyday comfort without uttering a word. The peril resides in fructose, the inherent sugar that imparts an irresistible sweetness to grapes. In contrast to glucose, which serves as a primary energy source for your body, fructose undergoes processing in the liver, increasing the likelihood of its conversion into fat and uric acid. For seniors, this can swiftly turn into an issue, particularly if you're already contending with joint discomfort, rigidity, or tiredness in your lower body. When uric acid accumulates, it deposits in the joints, and it requires little to provoke an attack. Gout, a condition notorious for its excruciating pain in the legs and feet of the elderly, frequently starts with what appears to be an innocent treat, a modest serving of grapes. However, the outcome can be catastrophic. Swelling, a burning sensation, and sharp pain in the toes, ankles, or knees, frequently occurring at night when you're attempting to relax. Even in the absence of gout, fruits high in fructose, such as grapes, can intensify inflammation. For an aging body already facing challenges, that inflammation acts like adding fuel to a flickering flame. The true trickery of grapes lies in how effortlessly we can consume them in excess. A small amount is all it takes, just a handful here, a few while enjoying a show, some alongside breakfast, and before you know it, the sugar accumulates rapidly. While the results might not be apparent right away, with time, your legs will narrate their own tale. Delicate joints, constricted calves, a gradual pace, and an increasing unease that remains invisible to others, yet is acutely felt with each attempt to stand from a chair. If something as small and delightful as grapes can wield such a significant influence, what about fruits that appear refreshing but conceal even greater amounts of sugar? The truth about watermelon may surprise you. If you're still tuned in and appreciating these insights, please drop a number 1 in the comments to let me know you're present. Let's continue with point number 4. 4. Juicy and refreshing, watermelon is a delightful summer fruit that brings a burst of sweetness with every bite. The deceptive hydrator. Watermelon evokes a sense of nostalgia. It evokes memories of sunny picnics, the innocence of youth, and the delightful satisfaction of enjoying a refreshing, juicy slice on a hot day. For numerous older adults, it seems like the ideal fruit, hydrating, invigorating, and gentle on the teeth. Yet, hidden beneath that charm is a stark reality. Watermelon could be subtly undermining your leg strength, and the troubling part is that you might not even be aware of it. The issue isn't solely the sugar itself, it's the rapid influx of that sugar into your system. Watermelon ranks among the fruits with the highest glycemic indexes, leading to a swift increase in blood sugar levels. For older adults, particularly those dealing with prediabetes, diabetes, or poor circulation, that spike isn't merely a statistic, it's a warning sign. As blood sugar spikes rapidly, it triggers inflammation, leading to consequences for your lower limbs, which are already more susceptible due to aging. After meals, you might find that your legs feel unexpectedly fatigued, or that a leisurely stroll results in aching calves. This isn't solely about getting older. Frequently, it's the sugar surging through your bloodstream, leading to oxidative stress and agitating the sensitive nerves and blood vessels that enable your legs to function. Moreover, the body reacts to an excess of sugar by holding onto fluid. And where does that liquid end up? To the delicate structures, your ankles, your knees, your feet, all areas where motion begins to ache, and stairs seem to rise higher than they once did. Watermelon deceives us with its refreshing taste, yet it acts like a sugary treat within our system. For individuals over 60, whose bodies metabolize sugar at a slower rate and recover with less efficiency, it can subtly hasten the decline in mobility. One slice here, a few cubes there, and before long, your legs are whispering that something's amiss. However, if a fruit like watermelon, which is primarily composed of water, can lead to such issues, what can we expect from fruits that are rich in acid and purport to enhance our immune system? The upcoming entry might catch you off guard. Chances are, it's lurking in your fridge at this very moment. 5. Citrus fruits. The corrosive attack on joints. Oranges have been revered for their health benefits, brimming with vitamin C, linked to cold prevention, and frequently suggested as a key component of a well-rounded diet. Numerous older adults start their mornings with a refreshing glass of orange juice, convinced they are making a healthy choice for their well-being. While this habit might provide a sense of comfort, the reality is much more intricate and poses greater risks for aging legs and joints than many are aware of. Beyond their vibrant hue and zesty flavor, oranges contain a significant amount of citric acid, a substance that, when present in large quantities, may exacerbate inflammation within the body, particularly in the joints. For older adults dealing with arthritis, bursitis, or general joint sensitivity, this acid can feel abrasive on already delicate cartilage. The outcome? A gradual tightness in your knees upon waking. A persistent ache in your hips that endures all day long. The all-too-familiar sensation of your legs stiffening after an extended period of sitting. It starts off quietly, but then it becomes unmistakable. However, acid isn't the sole concern. Oranges, particularly orange juice, contain significant amounts of natural sugars that, when consumed regularly, can start to interfere with your body's insulin balance. This can result in widespread inflammation, impacting not only the joints but also the muscles, blood vessels, and connective tissues, especially in the lower body. As time goes on, older adults might observe not just discomfort in their joints but also a limited ability to move, swelling near the knees or ankles, and a growing sense of unsteadiness while walking or standing. One might assume that a fruit so vibrant and well-known could never pose a threat, yet the body in its 60s, 70s, and beyond no longer bounces back as it once did. The same orange that once invigorated you may now be hindering your momentum. And if this everyday breakfast fruit is quietly affecting your joints, consider what a seemingly healthy green apple might be doing, particularly one that has a more intense impact than you realize. 6. Green apples, an unexpected culprit behind leg discomfort. Green apples evoke a sense of freshness and vitality. Their sharp texture and tangy taste frequently attract those in search of a purer fruit, something less sweet, something invigorating. For numerous older adults, enjoying a green apple daily seems like a wise and conscientious decision. Yet, many remain unaware that hidden beneath that vibrant exterior is a challenging blend of acidity and sweetness that can subtly erode the resilience and ease of your legs. The high malic acid content in green apples can pose challenges, especially for aging digestive systems that may struggle to process this natural compound. Although malic acid is often lauded for its potential to boost energy when consumed in significant or regular doses, it could provoke inflammation, particularly in individuals who are already dealing with conditions like arthritis or fibromyalgia. The inflammation extends beyond the confines of the stomach. The sensation may extend to the hips, thighs, knees, and even reach the feet, manifesting as a deep aching, burning, or stiffness that seems to originate from the very muscles. However, it's more than just the acid. Green apples are rich in natural sugars as well. For older adults experiencing a slower metabolism and diminished insulin sensitivity, even minimal sugar intake can result in fluctuations in blood sugar levels. The variations disrupt circulation and gradually diminish the oxygen supply to the legs. The result is a weariness in the calves, a sense of frailty when ascending stairs, or a profound discomfort after merely brief strolls. Green apples, frequently consumed raw, on an empty stomach, or as a snack, can yield effects that are notably more pronounced. Your daily apple might not be connected to your nightly leg cramps or your morning stiffness. Yet, when the body begins to emit subtle cues, it's essential to pay attention. Discomfort is always purposeful. It frequently arises as a response to something we believed was secure. If a green apple, which appears innocent enough, can cause such unease, just imagine the impact of a tropical fruit celebrated for its sweetness, all the while surreptitiously inundating your joints with sugar. 7. Mango. A sweet explosion for your joints. The delight of a perfectly ripe mango is undeniable. The golden flesh, sweet fragrance, and creamy texture evoke memories of sunny days and cherished family gatherings. For numerous older adults, mango embodies a tropical getaway, a delightful indulgence that can be savored without remorse. Yet, hidden beneath that velvety sweetness is one of the most potent reservoirs of natural sugar found in the realm of fruits. For aging bodies, particularly in the legs and joints, that sweetness carries a significant price. A single medium mango can have over 45 grams of sugar, surpassing the amount found in a typical can of soda. This amount of sugar leads to a swift rise in your blood glucose levels, and although your younger self might have managed it effortlessly, the body in its later years reacts differently. As we grow older, the efficiency of insulin diminishes, causing sugar to remain in the bloodstream for extended periods. This can result in widespread inflammation, especially affecting soft tissues such as the knees, ankles, and hip joints. A gradual weightiness settles in the legs, accompanied by an unsettling puffiness around the feet, and a diminishing strength that can render you gasping for breath after merely a brief journey. Moreover, it is concerning that mango sugar may irritate nerve endings, particularly in individuals with diabetes or early neuropathy. The burning sensation in your feet at night, the tingling in your toes, may not simply be a sign of aging, it could be linked to that healthy fruit you enjoyed after dinner. The light and fresh nature of mango can lead to unintentional overeating. Yet your body remembers, and your legs, those essential limbs that uphold your freedom, are the first to endure the consequences. Before you indulge in that next mango smoothie or tropical fruit bowl, consider whether the sweetness is truly worth the gradual harm it may cause. While these 7 fruits might catch you off guard, the true risk comes from their cumulative effect over time, frequently without any indication. Rest assured, you hold more strength than you realize. Now, let's explore the remedy, those nourishing fruits that aid in restoring leg strength, alleviating inflammation, and revitalizing your energy for a more vibrant life. 8. What alternatives should seniors consider for their diet? Upon realizing that the fruits we relied on might have been subtly undermining us, it's only human to experience feelings of frustration and betrayal. Knowledge empowers us, offering the chance to transform, to make more informed choices, and to provide our bodies with what they genuinely require during this meaningful phase of existence. Aging is not a surrender, it's an opportunity to embrace a life filled with purpose, insight, and compassion. For older adults, particularly those who experience the discomfort of age in their legs, the solution isn't to give up fruit entirely. Rather, it focuses on selecting fruits that promote healing rather than causing harm. Those that nurture without burdening your body, that enhance circulation, alleviate inflammation, and empower you to stand, to stroll, to move with liberation once more. Begin with berries, the ultimate champions of natural anti-inflammatory benefits. Blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries boast a wealth of antioxidants, maintain a low sugar content, and are kind to your blood sugar levels. They operate subtly behind the scenes, safeguarding your cells, calming inflamed joints, and enhancing circulation, particularly in the lower limbs. In moderation, cherries provide comparable relief, particularly for individuals struggling with gout or arthritis. Their compounds assist in decreasing uric acid levels and alleviating flare-ups that can unexpectedly hinder your mobility. Then there's the subtle strength of avocados. Rich, fulfilling, and packed with nourishing fats that support your joints and alleviate internal inflammation. In contrast to sugary fruits, avocados play a role in regulating insulin, ensuring that energy levels remain steady all day long. They don't undermine you, they uplift you. Papaya, as well, serves as a kind and supportive companion. The enzymes support digestion, the vitamins alleviate inflammation, and the texture is gentle on the aging digestive system. For those who have become tired of tough fruits and sharp flavors, papaya provides a soothing, comforting, and robust experience. Pears, when enjoyed in moderation and combined with protein or fiber, provide a subtle sweetness that sustains energy without the subsequent crash, nurturing your body rather than weighing it down. At this point in your journey, your nourishment should support you, not hinder you. Each bite represents a decision, leading you toward strength or pulling you away from it, guiding you to brighter mornings, smoother strides, and the tranquility that arises from nurturing your body, rather than merely satisfying hunger. It all starts with the fruits you opt to retain and those you ultimately choose to release. Concluding reflections from one experienced individual to another. As someone who has walked many miles through life, through hardship, through healing, through seasons of strength and seasons of pain, I want to speak to you now, not as an observer, but as a fellow traveler. The process of getting older presents its challenges. We are often unready for the silent struggles, the rigidity that settles into your joints, the weary limbs that throb after minimal effort, the anxiety that one day you may lose the ability to move as freely as you once did. Yet, if there's a singular lesson that the passage of time has imparted to me, it is this. It's never too late to make a different choice, to opt for something better. It's a common belief that fruit offers numerous health benefits. We were raised on the food pyramid, with both doctors and neighbors urging us to eat our fruit for good health. Indeed, that held true during our youth, a time when our bodies moved with speed, strength, and a remarkable resilience. Yet, as we navigate our 60s, 70s, 80s, and even into our 90s, our bodies communicate with a gentler voice, urging us to pay closer attention. The 7 fruits we've examined today aren't harmful like junk food, but for those of us with aging legs, sensitive joints, and slower systems, they can subtly take away what is most important, our strength, our balance, and our capacity to walk without discomfort. For seniors, walking holds immense significance. It embodies autonomy, it signifies respect, it represents liberation. There's no need to completely transform your diet in a single day. Instead, you can start gradually releasing what isn't beneficial for you anymore. Substitute indulgence that ignites with sustenance that mends. Select fruits that provide sustained energy without causing a crash. Notice your body's response after eating. It's not only about immediate flavors but also how your legs, back, and energy levels communicate with you an hour later. Such understanding embodies true insight. At this stage in life, the insights we've gained serve as some of our most valuable assets. If you find yourself reading this and feeling somewhat overwhelmed, pause for a moment and take a deep breath. You have not encountered defeat. No mistakes have been made on your part. This isn't a matter of blame. This focuses on achieving clarity, on making small yet impactful strides toward a more resilient and balanced self. Your adventure continues, regardless of the passage of time. This marks the beginning of a chapter filled with purpose and significance. As a fellow senior, I encourage you to take care of your legs, prioritize your health, and safeguard your future by being conscious of what you nourish your body with. It's your right to navigate life effortlessly. Every morning should greet you with comfort. Embrace the future with confidence, moving forward with elegance and poise. It's about embracing a fuller existence. It's about embracing resilience. And that decision starts now with each and every bite. These lessons aim to encourage you to embrace life wholeheartedly and genuinely. I'm eager to hear your thoughts. Pause for a moment to consider and express one insight you've gained and intend to incorporate into your own journey. Let's uplift one another as we navigate this path toward accepting these realities. If you found this video enjoyable, kindly share your thoughts in the comments with a 1. If that's the case, please don't hesitate to leave a comment with 0. We truly value your feedback. Remember to show your support by liking, sharing, and subscribing to our YouTube channel for more engaging content like this. Thank you for tuning in, and here's to embracing life as you see fit.